Hi friends, it's Paige Evans. I hope you are having a spooktacular October Halloween season so far. I am super excited to do a show and tell, a walk and talk through my October 2021 mini album. I shared the entire process step by step in an Instagram highlight, so I will leave a link to that in the description. And let's get started walking and talking through this album. All right, here we go. Here is my October mini album from 2021. The album itself is 4x4 in size, and it's from Becky Higgins. I got this many years ago, and I've just held on to it for this purpose of creating October albums. The charms, this skeleton witch is from Joanne, and then this tassel, this handmade one, is from Emily Inspired Designs. So I will leave a link to her shop in the description. To attach the charms onto the album, I wrapped ribbons, a whole bunch of varieties and baker's twine around the spine of the album, and then simply clipped it using the clip that came on the charm into the knot. And then I added the month, October, the year, 21, and a cute spider puffy sticker. So I got my pictures printed at Walgreens and then got to decorating. So the first page is the opener, and it's using my spiderweb frame from my 20 Halloween cut files of 2021. So I can also leave a link to that in the description since I used quite a few of them throughout this album. One of the things that I did in this album is I created pattern paper tabs. There are so many different Halloween collections out there, and I've been hoarding them, but trying to use them. And I mean, there's just so many different collections, from Pebbles to Simple Stories to Miss Kate Cuttables and everything between. Frank Garcia for Prima and American Crafts, Ellie's Studio, so many different collections. And along with those collections come pattern paper. I don't usually get to use very many pattern papers in such a small format. It's really about the photos and embellishments. So by die cutting my own tabs, I was able to include lots of pattern papers. I also created tags, so I found papers that had lines and stripes so that I could easily add journaling, punched a hole in the top, and then wrapped string through so it can easily be pulled out. The last thing I did on the pages is created page turners. So whether it's embellishments back to back, same size stickers back to back, or little paper clips, we'll get there. It's just another way to add fun bits sticking out from all of the pages and then use those embellishments that I've been hoarding. So here's a little spider dangling on a piece of baker's twine. And then there are 4x4 page protectors and 2x2. So 4 of them, page protectors. And next year, I'm going to do a class, so you will receive page protectors like this. So I kind of missed the window for this year to do a class, so I'm definitely going to do a 4x4 Halloween mini album class for 2023, so stay tuned. Sequin shaker pockets, so we always decorate on October 1st or 2nd, so these photos are all about decorating. I love having different sized pages throughout the album. It just makes turning every page so fun. So here's a cut apart from my Die Cuts with a View pattern paper pad, and then here's a haunted house from my cut files, and nothing fancy on it. I think it's just super cute on its own, and on the back just added a couple die cuts. So here the page turner is some stars back to back. We got a few new outdoor decorations that I wanted to document. These are teeny tiny fussy cut shapes from the Crate Paper Halloween collection a few years ago. This super cute wood veneer spiderweb border is from Shadney. This page turner is a scalloped border sticker back to back. So here's another tag, and there's no journaling on the front, which means the journaling is on the back. Again, with the lined paper, just makes writing the journaling super easy. We always go to Spirit Halloween to ring in the spooky season. Here's another one of my cut files, and it has these open circles on it, which I thought was the perfect spot for adding adhesive jewels. So here's one of the instances where I created my own tassel charm dangly bit. So I slid on these charms onto a tiny paper clip and then attached it in place. And so that just makes this album fun to look at from every angle, to have things sticking off from the top, from the sides, from the bottom. just cute from every angle. So I have a Halloween baby, an October baby. Fox was born October 14th, so we always celebrate his birthday, and he drew these colorings for me, so of course I had to include them. The page turners are back-to-back puffy stickers. I hand stitched on this page. It's got some cross stitches done in black thread, and then underneath is journaling about his birthday. These little frames are from the Halloween cut files, so I die cut them from pattern papers, shrunk them down to about 2 inches, and then created flip-ups. So with washi tape and then zigzag stitching, it attaches them in place and creates flip-ups, and then underneath I've got printed captions so we can know what every photo is about. The page turner is some back-to-back charms. And then I also hand stitched on this page with a chain link stitch in the coordinating color. There are Black Cats embellishments in so many Halloween collections, so it's fun to document the kitties, even though it's really hard for me to document these photos. This is why I love scrapbooking, because we get to remember our sweet kitty Jill passed away tragically while we were gone, just out to dinner, and we miss her so much. So I wrote some journaling here and tucked it in, and I'm glad I have this album to always remember her by. We went to the Stanley Hotel with my parents, and it's kind of funny because way back in 2006, I went to a family reunion with Chris, and now 15 years later, we get to stay the night. So the Stanley Hotel isn't where The Shining was filmed, but it is where Stephen King was when he received the inspiration to write The Shining, so it's still super significant, still super scary. Somebody had written red rum on the window. You really can't see it, but it was there right next to our room, so that was spooky and awesome. We ate at the restaurant inside, which is straight out of The Shining. It felt like we were right in the movie. And then we went on the spooky ghost tour, so we got our pictures taken with the cute twins, or the scary twins, not cute. And then we went to Disneyland, so all of these embellishments are from Miss Kate Cuttables, which I got on eBay, and then I designed this Mickey head border cut file and sandwiched it back to back. So here is a journaling tag with journaling on the opposite side. We went to the Oogie Boogie Bash at night, and then I created this fun Mickey string art page. So I need to do a separate tutorial for this one, but essentially I cut a piece of transparency, poked holes in the shape of Mickey's head, and then did string art. And it's fun because it's on a transparency, so it's visible from both sides. And then as I was stitching, I added a sequin on every piece of string. So I will try and do a tutorial for this because I've had lots of requests and I want to show you how easy it is to do this. For the page turner, I've got back-to-back candy corn Mickey stickers from that Miss Kate Cuttables collection. I had so many photos that I wanted to include. I could do a whole separate scrapbook about our trip, but what I did was created flip-ups. So if you flip this up, you've got another full page photo and then a collage of day 1. Turn it over, a fun family photo, and then flip it up so you've got day 2 and day 3. Here's a cute little half Mickey head. Again, I just love having the different shapes of different pages. Just makes turning every page fun. And then a fun farewell to Walt and Mickey with some parting journaling on that side and more journaling on this side. So we visited a pumpkin patch, and I actually did an entire separate mini album because every photo op just coordinated perfectly with my 20 fall cut files from last year. So I just included the ones that were more Halloween themed and then created photo flip-ups with machine stitching and ribbon tabs. So sequin pockets, another cute little tassel charm, and then more flip-ups on the back side so I could get as many pictures from the patch as I could in this album. Pumpkins, of course. I always love having a picture of pumpkins, and then this page turner is back-to-back floral die cuts. Beautiful bouquet at Safeway. And then every year the school does a bake sale during Halloween time, so I walked over to the school, had lunch with Fox and his friends, and then walked back and had lunch with Jane. So again, I created my own little tags so I could include journaling. They're just shrunk down and then tucked in between. The kids had a parade at school, and I don't know what it is, but is about it. but having hundreds of kids dressed up in their costumes just gives me so much Halloween spirit. So fun. We went to a trunk or treat at the high school. We were the second in line, and good thing because I think it was like 500 cars deep, went on for hours, and the kids got so much candy. Oh my goodness, it was insane. Here's a page turner, which is back-to-back acrylic bat charms. Then we finally get to the big day, Halloween. So here is a frame from my Halloween cut files. I didn't back it or anything. It's just kind of a fun embellishment that highlights the main event. So here's a homemade tag with journaling. Jane was Cinderella and Fox was Nightmare Ennard from Five Nights at Freddy's. Got a little star-shaped paperclip charm for the page turner. And then had to take a picture of all the kids. Fox's friends came trick-or-treating with us, and then Jane went trick-or-treating with her friends. Here's another little die cut back-to-back that makes just a fun little flippy-dippy thing. And then, of course, pictures from trick-or-treating. So I always carry my phone with me so I can snap pictures galore as we're trick-or-treating. And then the best part is trading and sorting all of the candy. Am I right? I can almost smell it now. Halloween candy has such a distinctive smell. So here's Jane splayed out over her candy in a candy coma. Got a tag with journaling on the front and some cute trick-or-treaters on the back. And there we go. Until next year. So it's already 2022. I have started working on my album, and I will share updates in my Instagram feed, in my stories. Let me know if you have any questions about this album. It was so fun to make, one of my favorite projects of the year. And I will see you again soon. Have a spooktacular day.